Good morning, guys. It is Monday. I am drinking my coffee that I will desperately need to get me through the week. I've been obsessed with the golden caramel, I almost spelled it myself, the golden caramel coffee pods from Nespresso with the Trader Joe's brown sugar oat milk creamer. This week is a busy week, but I feel like every week is a busy week at this point. I have my work holiday party this week, which I'm super excited about. If you guys don't know, I mostly work remote and a lot of my colleagues are kind of like spread out and not based in Southern California. So this is like the one time of year that we get to see everyone. So it's super exciting, but I'm not gonna lie, it also makes me nervous because it's like so many people in one space. And I feel like I know so many people who have been getting sick lately and catching things, whether it's the flu or COVID. So this week I made an appointment to get my flu shot and my COVID shot at the same time because I kind of want to just like knock them both out and make sure that I'm protecting myself. I've been meaning to get them done, and with the holiday party coming up, I'm like, okay, I need to do this ASAP. So if you also haven't gotten your flu shot and your COVID shot yet, you should also make an appointment with me. Don't get sick this holiday season. That would be very unfortunate. And also, yes, it is safe to get them simultaneously. The research shows that it is perfectly safe. I also feel like it's just easier. It's one trip instead of two. And if you have any like reaction to the shots, you deal with them at once instead of two separate times. So I will update you guys on how that goes. I'm gonna get ready and kind of fill you guys in. Ooh, I put way too much of this vitamin C serum on my hand. Kind of fill you guys in on why I'm moving and where I'm moving to, everything like that. So you guys know I currently live in Los Angeles and I moved here for my marketing job that's based in LA. My job is considered a hybrid role. I basically found that most of my job is on my computer and most people work from home. I do go in every now and then, but it's not enough that I need to be based in LA. I obviously need to be able to get to LA, but I don't need to live here. That said, I still didn't have any plans to leave LA like anytime soon because I got a nice apartment there and I liked where I lived. But basically it was coming up on our 1 year of our lease. I say our because if you guys didn't know, I did have a roommate. We actually went to the same college and didn't know each other in college, but we had mutual friends and we hit it off well. She was a great roommate. We had very similar lifestyles, so it worked out super well. But it was coming time to renew our lease, and my roommate at the time basically told me that her sister was moving to LA and that she wanted to live with her, which is totally valid. I think I would want to do the same thing. So that is what kind of jump started the whole moving process. Otherwise I was gonna renew my lease because moving is a lot of work. And then it just got me thinking, like, I don't have to stay in LA at this point. Like, I could move back to Orange County where I'm from. I'm opening up a new Halo Glow. I got a new shade. This is shade number 1 Fair, which I actually don't feel like is that fair because this is fair. And I feel like this is actually kind of dark for me, but we're gonna try it. So at that point, I kind of started to explore what my options are if I wanted to stay in LA, if I think I could pull off the move to Orange County. And because rent prices are so freaking expensive in LA and Orange County, I was like, okay, I need to find a roommate too. And I don't want to jinx this, but I feel like I've always had good luck with roommates, and I'm very fortunate for that because I am such a homebody, and having a bad roommate is like a homebody's worst nightmare. I just feel like I found my first roommate out of college so easily, and I felt like I was looking at a kind of weird time, and I did not expect to find anyone that was from my college or had a similar lifestyle to me. I thought I was gonna kind of have to go random, which I was not super excited about. This time around, I basically just asked like everyone I know if they knew of anyone who was wanting to move to Orange County also at kind of like a weird time. It's not like a common time to be looking, like a year after college. Then my first roommate ever, who I lived with freshman year of college, like over 5 years ago, which is crazy, actually told me that her friend from high school, who also happened to be in my sorority, was looking to move to Orange County, or she lives in Orange County, but she was looking to move to a different part of Orange County. So her and I connected, and it seemed like we were looking for a lot of the same things. So we are now looking for an apartment together. And I'm really glad that I'm gonna be living with someone that I know, because I have just heard a lot of crazy things about like roommates gone wrong. But I'm super excited to be moving back. I was getting used to LA for sure, but I knew it wasn't a long-term place for me. Also, my family is down here in Orange County, and just more of my friends are in Orange County and San Diego area. And I've also just missed the suburbs, to be honest. Like, if you've been to LA, you know how hard it is to drive there. There's never any parking, and it's so easy to get around here. Like, it was so hard to just go anywhere. Like, this is such a first world problem, but even going to Starbucks, like my local Starbucks, there was like 0 parking, and I would get so much anxiety. Also, if you guys are wondering about my boyfriend, he has moved back to San Diego. He was getting his PhD at UCLA, but he's finally done and accepted a job in San Diego. So I'm also gonna be closer to him, which is really nice. We knew that we obviously wanted 2 bedrooms, and we both were pretty particular about having our own bathroom. It's one thing to share a bathroom in college, but being like post-grad, you definitely like need your own space. The next thing was in-unit laundry, which is actually pretty, I don't want to say uncommon, but I'd say it's like 50-50 how many apartments have it. And I feel like it doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but when you're just hanging out at home, you don't really want to go walk to like a community laundry room or have to go to a laundromat. So it's really important for us to have that in unit. The next thing that was a super big thing for us was having 2 assigned parking spaces. And for me, I really wanted a covered parking space, like in a garage, because your car ages a lot better if it's kept in a garage and it's not exposed to all of the effects of the sun and the weather and things like that. And if you didn't know, another common thing with apartments, especially in LA, because it's so crowded and there are so many apartments, is tandem parking, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically where one car parks in front of the other. And that is what I have in my current apartment right now. And thankfully, my roommate and I are both really easygoing. We kind of like have each other's schedules down, so it hasn't been like a huge issue. But on the weekends, we kind of have to plan like, oh, are you leaving like first in the morning? Am I gonna be leaving first? Like, we kind of have to like make sure we know everybody's plans, and it can make it hard to be spontaneous sometimes. So with tandem parking, you definitely have to coordinate. And for example, I go to spin early in the mornings, but not every day of the week. And sometimes I don't decide like till I wake up if I want to go. So in that sense, it's a little bit of an annoyance because I have to make sure like I'm parked in the front, but then if she needs to leave, like I have to get up and like let her out. So after having tandem parking for a year, I'm definitely hoping to avoid that. But again, it's really hard to not have tandem parking because most apartments just don't have space for like 2 cars side by side. Another thing we're looking for that I guess I should have mentioned in the beginning is just a renovated like apartment with updated appliances and things like that. I think this is more so important to me just because I work from home most of the time and just really enjoy a nice updated apartment. In college, I didn't really have this except for one of the places that I lived, and I didn't really care because I was in college. But now that I'm post-grad and my rent's a lot more expensive and I'm paying for it, I think I really just want to live in like a nicer, more adulty place. And to me, that's having the updated appliances, and I'm willing to pay a little bit more for that. And then I think the last big thing for us is location. I definitely want to live somewhere where there is a lot around. Obviously, I grew up in Orange County. I was kind of nestled like right in a very happening area growing up, and there were like lots of shops and restaurants. And I think just being in close proximity to those things, but also not too far from the beach, is something that's really important to me. And then for my roommate, she actually works in office, so she's a little bit more particular on a precise location, but the kind of like location circle that we're looking in is perfect for me too, just based on what's around, where my family is, proximity to the beach, all of that. Another thing that I think makes things a lot easier is that my new roommate works in office and I work from home. I feel like having 2 roommates that work from home is just super chaotic, and sometimes during the day I'll get like really stressed and I don't want to like take that out on anybody. I feel like it makes it sound like I have anger issues. I swear I don't, but sometimes my work day just gets like super busy and I'll be like all over the place and just like having like a little moment. So I don't want to like subject somebody to that. And also I just feel like when you have meetings throughout the day, it's very chaotic if there are 2 people like taking calls at the same time. And I think it's also nice because then we both get the apartment to ourselves at different times. I am using the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. I have been obsessed with e.l.f. you guys. They've like really upped their game. I feel like they're more high-end now, but they're at an affordable price point, which is super nice. Okay, that is my makeup for the day. I've really been on the natural train recently, so thanks for getting ready with me. Bye.